Drawforall was born out of a scheme that I put together many years ago called the LTA Volkswagen Ratings, and that was based on the French classement system, which in simple terms means that people who play in a tournament play against people of a similar rating. In France it would be a classement, but in the UK it's called a rating. So the very simple way to describe it is that the 10s play the 10s, to play the 9s, to play the 8s, to play the 7s, to play the 6s, etc, etc. And within that format, each category wins its tournament. So you could have 10s, 9s, 8s, 7s, 6s all playing within the same tournament. But the reality is they're playing in a tournament for their category. And then either the finalists or the semi-finalists, depending on the number of people who've entered, they qualify to play into the next draw. So if you reach the semi-finals of the 10 draw, you would qualify to play against the 9s. And the principle behind that is very simple. It means that you get evenly contested matches. You don't get the sort of mismatches that you see in a lot of English tennis tournaments where a 10 could play a 6 in the first round, which to a large extent doesn't do the 6 any good, and it certainly doesn't do the 10 any good. So people have paid a lot of money to enter a tournament, they've travelled a long way, and then they play someone that beats them 6-love, 6-love. So it's a waste of court time, it's a waste of money, and it actually doesn't help either player improve. So the simple principle for Drawforall is that you play people of a similar rating to yourself. There's some unique things which we are offering. The first thing, probably that you don't see in many tournaments, is that the loser keeps the balls. So in every match that you play, you'll be playing with 3 new balls, and the loser takes those balls away at the end of the match. So you pay your entry fee, but at least you get a can of balls as a result of that. You have to have a rating to play in the tournaments, so you do that by applying on the LTA website through BTM, British Tennis Membership.
Where would I find my nearest tournament?
You would go on the Drawforall website, and they're all categorised within counties, so you can find where you can play very easily. And we even have an entry button so that it clicks straight the way through to the LTA website and to the exact page where you need to enter your tournament. Some referees or local organisers, I should call them, are actually accepting entries locally, so you can enter at your club. You wouldn't need to necessarily go through the rigmarole of going online to enter. It's £15 to enter, but the other nice thing is that you guarantee 2 matches, so that you play your first match. If you lose, you're put into a second draw where you'll play another person of a similar rating to yourself. So it's £15. You're bound to get 2 cans of balls because you're going to play 2 matches, and if you lose, you'll end up going home with 2 cans of balls.
Okay. Are you still looking for clubs to host Drawforall tournaments?
Yeah, of course. There's no limit to the number of tournaments that we're happy to host. We're happy to host as many as we can. I think the main aim for me is to try to get across the principle that everybody, doesn't matter how good you are or how bad you are, you can enjoy playing competitive tennis, provided you play against someone of a similar standard. And I think that's what people need to understand, and I think it's something that if people do play in these events, they will soon realise that you can be a 10 or a 9, but you can still enjoy playing competitively and you can win something.